Good morning, guys. CLF smashed earnings? No, they guided higher. Man, the Husky Trader tool is so good. Really, really good. Chewy could be something interesting. All right, let's see. Looks like most things are gapping up. Maybe I'll get stopped out of some more shorts today. The semis look really, really good. Semiconductors. Oh, you're at the new office in Oslo, Switzerland? That was fast. Like half of the people get it, half of them don't. It's hilarious. Which crypto stocks? I do like some of them, yeah. Like Mara went yesterday. Oh man, this thing is so strong. But this riot is setting up. SI broke out yesterday. If it dips a little bit, I'm gonna buy it probably. We can dip back to mid 130s. Oh, is Oslo in Finland? Yeah, maybe it is. Not sure. Oh, APHA, Tilra. This APHA looks pretty decent. Not sure what I'm gonna trade yet, if I will. There are some things. I'm looking at some of the other semi names like TSM and MU, but they're not really gapping up the same way. Like my current, the ones I'm in, are gapping up. There are some commodity names. Some this ON. Haven't really decided yet what I'll do. There's some crypto names looking good. Some of the China names, China related stuff. We'll see. Have not decided yet. Yeah, steel is one of the leading sectors right now. X and CLF and etc. Yeah, steel companies, NFTs, CKIN, Chinese steel companies with NFT technology. Next up, they're gonna cure cancer. Or maybe even baldness. I hope they cure baldness first, and then cancer. Okay, good luck, guys. The semis are super strong. I'm also covering up Tesla here. It's reclaiming the declining 10-day. Or wait, now I'm gonna use highest of the day as my stop on Tesla. I covered half of the Tesla that I had left, but I'll keep another half. Use highest of the day. Okay, looks like I got stopped out of Tesla the other half too. Alright. ARKK also, I'll cover it if it reclaims the 10-day. NIO is getting rejected on the declining 10-day for now. TQQ, probably gonna get stopped out of that one also. This SMH looks so strong. It's gonna make a big move once I think it's gonna go to like 300 or something once it breaks out of here. May need some more time, but it looks ready. I'll cover my TQQ also. For a small profit. Because QQQs look also like they want to break out of this little channel here. Peloton a good enough base. It is building higher lows above the 200 day. It's a maybe setup. I don't know. Not really my traditional setup, but these types of setups can work. When these leading stocks have an orderly pullback to one of these major moving averages, it's still holding its uptrend. But yeah, it could work. CLF, it's an EP. It's very big guidance. Look at the guidance. It's a big one, big guidance. These steel names are becoming growth stocks now. Man, why VR? I guess I should have paid attention. The CLF, I would say this is almost a 5-star EP. It's breaking out of a nice consolidation, like a nice flag, multi-month flag. It's a big guidance, big guidance beat. The volume could be better, but it is nearing half of the average daily volume, 13 minutes into the trading. So I guess it's pretty decent. Could be better, but it's decent. Very good looking EP. A lot of these software names bouncing off their major moving averages. NIO is weak. But I guess I'll just start sizing down on ARKK also. I just went long TQQ. Switch from short long. I kind of like how NASDAQ is holding the rising 100-day, building higher lows. And just look at how nicely it's surfing the 100-day. It's beautiful. Some of these weed names are also like CGC bouncing off the 100. APHE looks pretty decent. So a lot of things look pretty decent. Haven't seen this many setups in a long time. This RK could be a long setup too. I'm gonna pass on this one though. Alright, I only have NIO left as a short. NTLA, that's a nice follow through from yesterday. Whew, man, I did some, I moved some pretty big numbers around. I got rid of like 30 million in short exposure and went long like 30 million. Not very often I do rebalancings like that. Yeah, the weak man is in position, now dump it. Crash it all. Alright, I'm thinking about selling this piece of shit NFT stocks too. I can. I have some real exposure now. I don't have to play around with the NFTs just because of boredom. Ooh, LRCX and AMAT so strong. Okay, I think I'm gonna chill out a bit. Maybe I'll do some more long exposure if I see a good setup and if the markets hold well later in the day. Right now, I made some big moves and I'm just gonna chill out for a bit. The semiconductors are just so super strong. Peloton looks decent. TQQ, long. And some of these weed names like CGC, APHA. Pinterest, nah, it's in the middle of it. And Soxel, I went in big on Soxel too. TQQ and Soxel, I went in pretty decent size. Maybe we can finally have another up leg. There's definitely a lot of things showing strength. A lot of names. For now, at least. I am a little bit tempted about going long RK too. It is holding this uptrend. Look at how nicely it's holding, surfing above the 200 day. But I don't know how many triple ETFs I can do. They're not fully marginable, I think. So I'm not gonna do anything. TSM. Oh, it's low ADR. MU looks good. Oh, they report. Oh, they report today after the close. So I'm not gonna do it today, but maybe tomorrow. If it gaps up, maybe it has an EP or something tomorrow. Yeah, KLAC. This is the one I passed on. Oh. Yeah, I know. ARKX is space ETF. It's just like the one of the existing aerospace ETFs, just with 5 times the fees. I don't know. There's something about this Peloton. I don't know. I'm not gonna go full retard. I'll try not to go full retard. The airlines are not having a good follow through though. Oh, these semiconductors are beautiful. And this could just be the start of the move. Like this LRCX could very easily go to 700-800 over the next month. AMAT too, it could easily go to like 150, 160. They're just getting started. If the market decides to have some follow through. That is. Beautiful. Okay, so CLF is now trading average daily volume less than half an hour after the open. So the volume so far is pretty good. Like as you can see, it traded like 1 million shares in the first minute alone. And then it traded 300,000. So it traded like 2 million shares, more than 2 million shares in the first 3 minutes. So by the time it took out opening range highs, well, it had traded like 1.5, 2 million shares by the time it took out opening range highs. And that's like like 20-25% of the average daily volume. So that's a good sign. That's what you want to see in an EP. Beautiful. Beautiful. If SI can pull back to like low 130s, I'll go along this thing. So when is a nice semi too, but it's kind of a choppy one. Not as clean as I would prefer. I'm like, I have like half of my portfolio in the semiconductor names now. I have AMAT, LRCX, and Soxel. Oh no, actually not. Maybe a third of my portfolio in semiconductors. I don't need more exposure to the sector. Yes, I'm semi-long. Oh, by the way, I need to verify my OnlyFans. I was so pissed off the last time because their system didn't let me verify my passport. Oh, looks like I'm gonna get stopped up on my VIAC. What's this guy doing? I'll move my stop higher. VIAC. Let's see how it holds the rising 150 day. As an EP short, there is no such thing as an EP short, and it's not an EP. I mean, guys, forget it, guys. There is no such thing as an EP short. It's a new setup, apparently, yeah. Oh, now I got the validation code. Oh, thanks, guys. EP short. It's like people like making, you know, pulling things out of their asses. Like one of the criteria for an EP, it has to be a, you know, like a 7-8% move, at least, right? And I've never talked about the EPs on the short side because they work very differently. It's much harder. Like gap downs. Gap downs are much harder to play than gap ups. This thing is like, yeah. If anything, it's a breakdown. Not a good setup, but it's a potential breakdown. I'm gonna teach you guys about episodic mean inversion head and shoulder patterns using the Elliott wave theory. All right, nice NTLA. So LTHL is still building higher lows. That's a good one. It's holding the rising 10-day. AAL. The airline names are not looking they're not looking super strong. I'm gonna try to be patient. Maybe I should sell a piece of AMAT. It's a pretty decent move from entry. Or actually it's only like 9%. Never mind, it's a slower moving stock. LRCX and AMAT. I may have hooked a $10 million trade on these semiconductors. If we can just have a couple of weeks of follow through. I need a big trade. I'm so tired of stupid microcaps. These NFTs that I've been long for a while. Like, they make big moves, but it's impossible to buy any meaningful size. So even if they double, triple, they're not moving the needle. Just boredom trades. I want something big, something that's gonna move my accounts. I'm gonna hire Bill Wang as my risk manager. What do you guys think? I mean, DSM is a good setup. I skipped it because already it's a decent setup, like 4-star. But I skipped it because one, it's a slower moving name, only 3.6 ADR, and I already have a lot of semiconductor exposure. And I'd rather buy this MU tomorrow after earnings. Like if this thing sets up tomorrow, if it gaps up, if it breaks out on earnings or even EPs on earnings, I'm willing to buy this one. So I'm willing to increase my semiconductor exposure even more. But I just don't want to go full retard in one day. I made some big moves. Like I covered like 30 million worth of shorts and went long 30 million. That's $60 million move. Like I don't think I've ever moved that much in one day. No, I definitely have when I shorted GME. So I don't want to go crazy. There's a trading bar in Tokyo? No way. Holy shit. That's pretty cool. TSM is pretty dumb. No, it's not. It's an amazing company. And yes, there's water shortage in Taiwan right now. They're rationing water. There's a sex bar in Tokyo. I think there's a lot of them. I've seen some documentaries. On the Japanese, on Japanese things. There's some pretty special things going on in Japan. The documentary. No, actually documentaries. On Swedish state television. Trader Vic's. There's a restaurant in Germany called Trader Vic's. Nice. Oh man, Square. Look how beautifully it surfed the 150 day. So beautiful. Yeah, Tiger, yep. This is still one of the fastest growing stocks out there. Had a big pullback from the highs and found support on the rising 100. I couldn't buy a big position since it's a thin stock, but you know, we'll see. AMRS, yeah, that's a good setup. That's a pretty flag. Not a very liquid stock though. Yeah, Futu is much stronger than Tiger. Definitely. Yeah, there are some new rules. I think you have to answer some questions and stuff like that in the Discord. They had to tighten the rules a little bit. There's just so many people, so much noise in there. And also, guys, it's the same rules for Discord. The same rules as the same things as that you get from the instructions on the screen. It's the same things on Discord. Like, if you haven't spent at least 5-10 hours reading and watching my content, like the most important stuff, you know, you need to put in an effort. There's just too many people not wanting to put in any effort. That's the problem. Lonely Child 4K. Yeah, I think you have some things to learn about momentum. We're not playing the valuation game. It's just a pump. Just a pump. Just a boredom trade. It has the potential to double, triple if it gets going. Right now, it's kinda calm. Growth generation. Another one, it's all these growth stocks, building higher lows, surfing the 100-day. It's a greater fool's theory. There's two types of stocks that make big moves. Global leaders and what should I call them? Hype stocks or pumps, and sometimes even outright frauds. And I have a combination of them. I have some pumps and I have some global leaders. And this is not a global leader, let's just say that. AMAT is a global leader. Hey, Nadim 2409, that's great. 1,000+ hours, that's great, man. And now you're profitable, that's awesome. That's why I stream. That's why I put content out there. Because there are people willing to put in the effort. And they're usually the ones that are the quiet ones. Hey, Kyle Thompson, awesome, man. Is David still on vacation? What a loser. He only goes back home for ammo. Where I check guidance, I use MarketSmith. He's still in Cali. Loser. Hey Reno. Tell David he's a loser. Kopang. Yeah, Kopang. Yeah, it's working on an IPO base. I was looking at it, but I really didn't see an entry. I think maybe in a few weeks I'll let's see. Also, these banking ETFs are setting up. They are flagging. Yeah, SLGG is yeah, it's tightening up. KWeb. Alright, I'm done trading for today. I don't want to go full retard here. Am I done over trading? Hey. It's only a good day if I overtraded. I don't feel complete without overtrading. EPs, you can use the 10-day moving average, the 20-day, you know, you can trade it as a breakout, it doesn't matter. Like, I always get these questions, how do you trade these things? But guys, you're asking the wrong questions. Guys, what you should do, okay? You should go back, study thousands of setups. Go back decades on every single stock in the US stock market and study what would have worked best. What sell rules would have worked best? Okay, that's how you should approach trading, not how I do things. I do things very differently because I'm trading a almost $100 million account. Okay, I trade very differently than you guys probably should be trading. That's the thing. That's how you should approach it. You should figure these things out for yourselves. I'm here for motivation and inspiration. Yeah, you study thousands of EPs. Go back on every single stock. If you have TC2000, you did do this. You go to watch lists, US stocks, sort them by alphabetic order. Look at them on the monthly chart. Everything that made a big move, you put in a separate watch list. You go through all of these 6,018 stocks. And maybe you end up with, I don't know, 1,000 stocks or so, or 2,000 stocks in your watch list. And then you start going through them. Looking at setups, whatever setup you want to study. If you want to study EP, look for EPs. And then you go back and look at the news. What were the news? How were the market conditions like? That's how you should approach it. What I do is irrelevant. I do a lot of random stuff. Well, 80, 100, it's pretty much the same at this point. It is almost. Can you go through how you organize your Evernote database? No. Because there's nothing to go through. You can organize it whatever the way you want. Use some creativity. Use what makes sense for you. Oh. These fuel cell stocks are also bouncing off their major moving averages. Do I still like GMBL? If I didn't like GMBL, would it be in my watch list then? SI, is it going lower? Yeah. What's Mara doing? This is still strong. Man, this Mara is so strong. And Riot is setting up. Riot, look at how nicely it's building higher lows. Look at how nicely it's surfing the 50-day. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now the moving averages have gone down. The 10 days down to the price. It's ready to go. This thing could very easily go up 50% once it breaks out. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is still flagging. Bitcoin is surfing the 50-day. It's been going sideways for pretty much a month and a half now. Or a little bit more than a month. Building higher lows. Yeah, it looks good. Once Bitcoin gets going again, many of these like Riot, Mara, well, GBTC obviously, since a Bitcoin trust, they're gonna make big moves. If they can just go sideways a little bit more, that would be great. What games have I been playing recently? I've been playing World War C with friends past week or so, and Payday 2 for the past couple of weeks. Payday 2 and World War C. Disc B is up 50%. Yeah, but this is not the same thing. This is some kind of a holding company. I don't know what's going on here, to be honest. Warzone? No. Cheat Day roleplay. If I had a small account, I would be focusing on high ADR stocks, no matter the market cap. Yeah, a lot of the questions, guys, that you have, they will be magically answered if you follow the instructions on the screen. Like the text here, like there's a reason it's here. There's a reason it's here. You need to put in some effort. If you're new, you need to put in some effort. I don't want any people in here who are not willing to put in effort. I only want dedicated traders. The first million, yeah, the first million is the hardest, and it's not even close. Once you get your first million, especially if you started with a really small account that was in the thousands or maybe 10,000 or something, once you get to the million, it's not gonna be that hard to get to. Like think about it, going from 10,000 to a million. That's like how many percent is that? 9,000% return, if I did my math correctly. Going from a million to 5 million, that's like what, 400%? Once you get to that million, unless you did it the right way and didn't go full Wall Street bets, full YOLO. Once you did it in the right, responsible way, trading good setups with good rules, there's really the sky is the limit. Look, if you're already a 7-figure trader, getting to 8 figures is like, it's easy. You just keep doing whatever you were doing before. It's like the easiest thing ever. Just do whatever you were doing. Since the margin account lets me trade with 7 figures, that makes yeah, well, I guess you will be a 7-figure trader. If you trade with 7 figures, you will be a 7-figure trader. That is kind of true. Should we do a poll about account sizes? Yeah. Exactly. You get the bragging rights. I was a 7-figure trader for 5 minutes. You will have those bragging rights for the rest of your life. All right. This UPSD is setting up. There could be a setup developing here. Look how nicely it's, look at how violently it's building higher lows. Look at how it's surfing the 10-day. Wow, NTLA, what a move. This is how a good setup is supposed to work. It's supposed to go immediately. Not all of them do, but these are the best ones. They just break out violently and they just go. It reminds me of the DQ setup I bought back in December. Very similar setup. I bought it somewhere here. I think I bought it this day. And then it just went. And it tripled. And I saw it when I had a double. It reminds me of that setup. Forgot a big flag. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Hey, liquidity trader, yeah. I'm gonna put the, hey guys, follow the link I just posted, strawball.me. It would be just fun to see what account sizes people are. Would really appreciate it. So there's a few people that have 1 million to 10 million accounts. So most people have less than 100,000. So that's not a surprise. So it's about what I expected. There are really no big surprises here. So about 1 in 7 have a less than $5,000 account. 1 in 4, 5 to 25K. 1 in 3, 25 to 100K. 1 in 4, 100K to a million. And 1 in 15, 1 million to 10 million. And about a few, they're just in here. I guess that means they don't really trade, are not trading. They don't have a trading account or a funded trading account. And Chris final boss level, a few. I guess that means 10 million plus. Okay, that's cool. No big surprises. It's about what I thought it would be. That's cool. Like, remember guys, I started out here. This is where I started out. Okay? 4 times. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times I started out here. All right, pretty cool. Hey, thanks for the poll. I don't remember who it was who made it. I'll do it like this. Yeah, that would be cool actually. Like in maybe 6 months or a year, do another poll and see how people are doing, if the ratios have changed. If the ratios have changed, I'm doing something right. If the ratios have not changed, I'll delete my trading accounts. Just kidding. I'll delete my social media accounts. That's awesome, man. Yeah, but the thing is also like the Danny quotes are good, but he does get some things wrong. Like sometimes when I'm being like really ironic, he includes that stuff, and people don't realize I was ironic. So you know it's you can get the wrong picture on something, so it's not 100% accurate. Like realize his notes are not 100% accurate. Like I think Danny does a great job, um, but some things are just not accurate. I'm usually not reading his notes, but I've looked through some of them. Pradeep's comment on my trading office idea. Yeah, look, it's not. Some people think I'm starting a prop firm. No, I'm not starting a prop firm. I just want to get a community together with chill people that have this shit together, and have a shared office space. Not something like I'm not interested in coming to the office every day, but maybe a couple of times per week, just to be a little bit more social with people that have the same like mindset, and that mindset is winning in the stock market. Doesn't matter what strategy. It doesn't even have to be stock market, but like in the financial markets. But I haven't decided what the criteria should be. But I think one of the criteria is it has to be a profitable trader in the at least in the start. Like I want to start out with a few people. I don't want like 50 people at once. People quitting their jobs from all over the world, moving to Stockholm. No, not what I'm looking for. Yeah, it needs to be someone who has been profitable at least a few years. Look, guys, you can all do the reviews. It's good exercise. If you want to do reviews on my streams, feel free to do it. Like, everyone should be taking notes. If you're not in your, if you want to trade the way I do, and you feel like you're not where you are in your trading, like, you should be taking notes. Like, I talk a lot of shit, but I also say a few smart things every stream. Like, really smart things. It's like sometimes I'm surprised. Oh man, ARC-G is so beautiful. Oh man, I should have gone long some of these ARC ETFs. They look really good. Damn it. ARKK. Oh, I should have covered the short and just went long. Oh, okay. I don't care what style trading you have. You don't even need to be trading stocks. I just want, people who are profitable, that have a like a growth mindset. They always want to get better. They always want to improve. That's the type of people I would be looking for, to be in the trading office. But the main criteria needs to be a chill person. I don't want any drama. And also, everyone needs to address me as supreme holy leader. So that's like the only criteria. Like, I'm not demanding a lot. No, I won't accept anti-vaxxers, but I will accept flat earthers. Yeah, exactly, Danny. Yeah. Danny, we all love you. But my point was, sometimes it may not be obvious, like when you quote me, it may not be obvious that I'm joking. That was my point. So that's what I said, like. Supreme Holy Leader, yeah. Like if you never watch the streams, you only read the notes. You may not understand my humor, and you may not understand that a lot of times I'm just messing around. And some people may take all I say like gospel, like that. That was my point. Wild Wild Country? No, I've seen. Is it the South American cult with the Americans, like the communists or whatever they were? They committed suicide. I've seen a documentary on that a long time ago. That was pretty crazy. Wild Wild Country. No, okay, no, it's not that one. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Wild Wild Country. I haven't seen that one, no. Have you seen the show Nathan for You? Nope. 8.9 on IMDb? Holy shit. I'm gonna watch it. You've been in dozens of cults. It's hard to have one without drama. Yeah. You were looking for Brokeback Mountain. Good movie, by the way. One of the best movies ever. Midsommar, yeah, that's a good movie. Guys, you know what's pathetic? You know what's really pathetic? Being heavily long in a bull market and blowing up. That's the most pathetic thing about Bill Wang. It's one thing if the market had crashed, right? And he was forced to liquidate, but we're in a bull market. Like, it's just so stupid. I mean, SPYs are pretty much all-time highs. NASDAQ is a little bit off, but it's flagging nicely. Like, it looks great. Russell, not far from the all-time highs. Like, I mean, it's just so stupid. Yeah. I mean, what was he thinking? Like this guy has been in the financial markets for decades and decades. How could he not understand the risks? Like, it's incredible. Like, oh man, I don't get it. That type of leverage, holy shit, man. Yeah, he had the risk management of a Wall Street bet YOLO guy. We can't judge. Well, actually, we can judge. Because that type of leverage, you know, that's actually we can judge. Like, guys, study this. I'm gonna show you guys. These are the, like, not all of these are blow ups, but a lot of them are. But all of these have two things in common. Either one or two things in common. Okay? No exit rules and too much leverage. Study these. They all have one or two things in common. No exit rules and too much leverage. And also a third one. The third one is being a big player in a small market. Pretty much being the market. So 3. This is the reason why, like, I have my rules. Like I have very strict exit rules. I have very strict liquidity rules. Like, I would never put 10% of my account in something like HOFV or like LGHL, right? So I would be the market in these stocks. I would buy half the float in some of these micro caps, right? And if I am the market in these stocks, I can't manage my risk. Like, study these things, okay? Understand how blow-ups happen. Okay, like, there's a reason I have rules. Like, I have strict position management rules. I have strict exit rules. And also I have strict liquidity rules. Okay, there's a reason I only bought 30,000 shares of UPSD when it EP'd. I wanted to buy 100,000, but I couldn't. Well, I could have. But you know, and it would have worked out nicely in hindsight. But if it had stopped me out, I would be in trouble. Understand these things, okay? You don't need to be a math whiz to make it in the markets. You just have to understand some very simple concepts. And unfortunately, a lot of math whizzes don't understand these concepts. This is why you have a list of smart people doing stupid things. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Druckenmiller. Yeah, but, well, it's just the loss of the biggest. It's a list of the biggest trading losses. Like I said, not all of these are blow ups. Like, some of them were just drawdowns. Yeah, Druckenmiller is in here, and he's talked about this trade a lot. He let the emotions control himself. He got some serious FOMO near the peak of the internet bubble. Like, he had been missing out. And then he went long, like near the top of the internet bubble, and then everything started crashing, and he took a big loss, and then he switched to the short side and made a lot of money. Where is he? Like he's been talking about this trade. Like he, like there's a lot of lessons. Oh, he's in the two, like Japanese yen shorting and short IT stocks during the. Oh no, wait, he shorted. Oh, that's how. He shorted them too early, lost money. Then he switched to the long side, and then he lost money on that too. That's how it was. That's the yeah. I think Soros is in here too. Yeah, Soros. S&P 500. Yeah, he got it wrong. What he thought, like he saw a crash happening, but he thought the crash was gonna be in Japan. So he went long US and shorted Japan, but instead the crash came in the US. He lost a shit ton of money. And that happens, you know. Obviously, if you trade an insanely large account, you're gonna end up on, you know, list of biggest trading losses list without blowing up. But Soros is the best risk taker ever. Sorry, loss taker ever. Study Soros. Everyone says he's the best loss taker ever. Yeah, every trader has scars. Battlefield Earth, not sure. I've never seen that movie. Midsommar, that's a feel-good romantic comedy. That's a great movie for a date night. I recommend Midsommar for a date night. Really good. It's a feel-good romantic comedy. The Ritual. Is that another romantic comedy? Bum, ba-da, 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 ba-da. GMBL, is it moving? What's the other one? Did I take it off my watch list? SLGG. There's another one. AESC. These things are so thin, man. Nah, I'll pass on these. They're just too thin. I'm gonna end up with 50 positions trading these thin piece of shit stocks. I'd rather wait for MU tomorrow and go full retard on it. Soros was the wick at the bottom of Black Monday. Yeah, he lost a lot of money that day. Yeah, exactly. The first loss is the best loss. Okay. Yeah, the Market Wizards books are a reread, good reread. Even the ones that don't trade stocks, but just look at their mentality, okay? Look at their trading philosophy. Yeah, Bitcoin, next step, next leg higher, I think it's gonna go to 100,000. It may even start speeding up. It may even go parabolic. It may not stop at 200,000. Yeah, Riot is moving. Holy shit, these things are starting to move now. Does your broker allow setting dynamic stop? I have no idea. I don't use that type of functions. Why am I not interested in MSTR? I don't see setup there. I don't see a setup here yet. Man, I told myself don't go full retard. And I'm about to go full retard. At this pace, I won't have any buying power left to buy MU tomorrow after earnings. Oh well. But, you know, a lot of things are doing well. Like a lot of positions having follow through. And that's when you increase your risk. You don't increase your exposure when things are going against you. You increase your exposure when things are going well. And if these airline things, Jets and AAL, close weak, I'm gonna size down or just sell them. I only want things that have follow through. This Pinterest is like a potential pocket pivot type of a setup. It's kind of breaking out. It's still inside of a range, but it is breaking out inside of the range. But again, I have a lot of exposure now. Not gonna go. I just not gonna do more exposure. Oh man. 7, 13, 22, 40. Holy shit! I didn't realize. Oh wow. Okay, I think I need to lighten up on this one. It's a little bit heavy position here. I went a little bit heavy on TQQ. Okay. Now, the Qs may fail at the 50-day though. Maybe they get to the 50-day and fail again. That's what I'm afraid of. Or they may not. I'm not sure. Russell also has its 20-day moving average. Yeah, VIAC, I'm probably gonna sell it if it doesn't shape up soon. QQQ, you mean TQQ? I can't make wicks on TQQ, it's too liquid. Yeah, anything can happen. Anything can happen. But what I'm most, you know, like, as you can see, the breadth is like higher than it's been in a month or more than a month. There's just so many things that are up and are like breaking, not breaking necessarily breaking out, but they do have these like breakouts of their major rising moving averages. Like, and also a lot of things are breaking out the new highs and having followed through. So that's a good sign. That's what you want to see. That's a sign of strength. That's something that's different versus the past month where we had some, you know, there were some stocks here and there that broke out and then they failed because, you know, you don't want to see a few stocks breaking out. You want a lot of stocks breaking out, a lot of different sectors, and that's what we are seeing today. That's what you want to see in a good market, in a strong market. Now, there's no guarantees of follow through, but this is a good sign. This is exactly what you want to see. This is exactly what we want to see. And that's a little bit of character change over the past, well, really over the past month and a half or more. Pretty much since like early mid-February. Month and a half, yeah. No, a pocket pivot is not the same as anticipation setup. It's not the same thing. Anticipation setup, you anticipate a breakout. A pocket pivot is something that's already breaking out. Not the same thing. You need to go back to the study board. You have misunderstand things. Anticipation setup is something you buy before it breaks out. What time does the market open where I live? Well, you would know that if you had followed the instructions on the screen. Crazy, right? IBAN. Yeah, it's one of these crypto names. I don't really see a good setup here necessarily. 11 more positions. Yeah, but I'm probably gonna get rid of a few things if they don't close really strong. VIAC and also this LGHL. Oh man. Well, it is still building higher lows. Like this thing, once they get the pump going, could very easy double, triple. So I'll keep it for now. It's just an irrelevant position. What are the VIPs and TME, VIPs and Baidu? They're all red. Okay. Yeah, exactly. You can just do the math. Like you can just clearly see what my time is. You can just do the math. Market opened 2 hours ago. You will directly see what time the market opens my time. Melee. Yeah. Like how it's surfing the 200 day. I really like that. You would be surprised how often I get annoyed. I'm not as calm as you think. Sometimes I mute the mic and just yell "fuck David." Why did I choose CLF over X? I don't know. I thought it had a little bit of better setup. I liked how it was surfing the rising 100 day. Look how nicely it undercut and reclaimed the 100 here and tested the 100 here. And then it was also like a pocket pivot type of a scenario. It was still inside of a base. And obviously today it had an EP. It had a monster guidance and big volume right out of the gate. Now it's already on the pace for twice average daily volume. It's probably gonna end up like 50 million in volume or maybe even more before the end of the day. So it's gonna be a big volume day. It's breaking out of this, multi-month flag. So it's a really good setup. Not anymore. Now it's already way up. But if you bought it the opening range highs, if you got it in early. And X, it wasn't as good of a setup. I don't know. I was thinking about buying X, but I did CLF instead. It looked better. To me, it looked a little bit better. Now X is more liquid. I could have done more size on X, but yeah, whatever. Sun W, yeah. Yeah, Peloton looks super clean. Yeah, it does. Well, not super clean, but it is surfing the 200 day nicely. Did the Kodak loss make me angry? No. Absolutely not. Well, yeah, CLF. I mean, technically on the 60-minute, it's about to take, but that's not really the point. It's already way up. I mean, look at the stop you would have to have. You know, your stop would need to be like 9%. It's over. It's more than the average daily range. Your stop shouldn't be more than the average daily range ever. Most of the time, I aim my stops to be maybe a quarter, a third, or half average daily range. So my stops are rarely more than half average daily range. Or average true range, whatever you prefer, it doesn't matter. If you buy it here, you're gonna have a skewed risk reward. Like, you gotta pay attention to these things. You gotta find them early. They're not that hard. You look at what's gapping up pre-market, and you look at the news. And this one had big guidance, good chart. It reminds me a little bit of Celsius when that one broke out on earnings. Similar, it had multi-month range. It had a previous trend, multi-month flag with higher lows, and then it broke out on earnings on good volume. It's a similar setup. This one too had higher lows, multi-month range, had a previous trend, and a monster guidance. What are the criteria for the scans? You will find out if you follow the instructions on the screen. Pretty amazing. Riot earnings. Oh, they have earnings. Oh, fuck. They have, yeah, I don't know. Like, if it was Mara, like, let's say if this was Riot, if I had bought it yesterday, you know, I would sell some and keep the rest into earnings. But Riot, you never know. This thing could be gapping down 20% on earnings, 30%. You never know. So, yeah, I don't know. Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't want to gamble into earnings. I already have a big. I don't. Yeah. I just. That's washing down 100,000 into the toilet. That's what it's called. That's what happens when you don't check the earnings date before you buy a stock. No. Well, it's not only me. I bet there were like 20 people selling it just because I was selling it. As soon as they heard I was gonna sell it, they market ordered the shit out of it. Like, I didn't start selling until like 10 seconds after I said it. And I saw it on the level 2. Like, I saw the sell orders go through. The bids were just going lower and lower. That's what people do. They follow me. That's like I try to be careful not mentioning when I do take trades until like after, like when things have already moved, because I know people just retardedly follow without, you know, understanding in the first place what the trade is. People who haven't followed the instructions on the screen. People who haven't spent at least 10-15 hours trying to understand how I trade. But sometimes I forget. You know what? I'm not gonna watch Wild Wild Country. It sounds depressing. It's 6 hours 43 minutes. Oh my god. Oh, or maybe I'll watch it. I like to be depressed. I love the feeling. Well, there's a lot of young people. It's Twitch. Like Twitch, like people on Twitch are mostly under 30. There's very few like older people. Like Twitter, like the average age on Twitter is much higher. Like Twitch is a very young platform, very specialized, you know, gaming. There's automatically a lot of young people. And I guess the average age on YouTube is higher also. Like, I was thinking about streaming on YouTube, but I chose Twitch because it's cooler. YouTube is a boomer platform. And I want to feel young again. Yeah, I've been a gamer since I was like, I don't know, 9 years old. 8 years old. What is impossible at pound pound? What the hell does that even mean? Please speak English, man. The fuck does that mean? At pound pound, that's impossible. Guys, please speak English. Yes, I played Counter-Strike 1.6 for a short amount of time. My voice is just like your old WoW GM 10 years ago. What's wrong with ADR formula? The ADR formula, copy and paste the one in on my blog. No, I never played Tibia, but I had friends that did. Cyberpunk, there were a little bit too many issues. The game felt, it wasn't ready. Okay, I thought it was a fun game, great story, great graphics, all of that stuff. But it's just some things were a little bit annoying. It just didn't feel ready. So I'm waiting to finish it. They released patch 1.2, I think, like yesterday or something. They where they addressed some of the issues I had with it. So maybe I'll play it again soon, once I get tired of the other games I'm playing right now. I'm gonna finish it. I just took a little bit of a break. I don't like wasting my time on things that are not exceptional. All these oil gas names are flagging too. Yeah, I played the Hitman games. I'm gonna get a barcode tattoo in my neck. Return to Castle Wolfenstein? Yes. I did play it. No. Actually, my girlfriend has been building most of the Lego. I've only built like 20% of it. Okay, I need to do something else now. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow.